I am back in London, and I've got these amazing gents with me right here. There we go. They're obviously very excited right now. You excited, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. The cool thing is everyone's from all over the world, so let's just go around the room. Where's everybody from?
I'm from Pakistan. My name is
Pakistan.
Dr. Gulbaz Memo.
Yeah.
I'm from the Kurdistan of Iraq.
I'm Squadron Akhtar from Pakistan.
I'm Abdullah bin Muammar from Saudi Arabia.
I've finally got a few minutes. I wanted to check in with you guys and talk about the most common question that's been coming up on my YouTube channel over the last 6 months. But hold on a second. First of all, I need to apologize because as much as I said I was going to be doing daily YouTube videos, that I was going to be active on my channel, I haven't been. I apologize right now. In this moment, I need to get back on my YouTube. This is me keeping myself accountable. I'm not even going to explain myself any further than this. Just know that I'm back and I'm here to create some cool content that hopefully you guys will enjoy. The reason why I wanted to do this video was because there's been a question that's been coming up on my YouTube channel over the last, I don't know, like 4 or 5, maybe even 6 months. It's the most common question, which is relating back to my life in the day of a consultant, whether it's the London version, the Dubai version, or whatever versions I've got on this channel. And people are basically saying, Pete, what qualifications do I need in order to become a business consultant? You probably guessed already that this video is the opposite of that. It's how to become a business consultant without formal education. Now, I'm gonna say it as it is, and I've said this in reply to quite a few comments over the last 6 months. I don't have any formal or academic background when it comes to consulting. Everything that I've done is self-taught, and the companies that I work with are much more interested in, number one, the results that I can drive for them. Number two, in how I am to work with them. So for example, I've got one client that I've worked with for years, and he said, Pete, we always enjoy using you as a consultant because you are low maintenance. I know that doesn't sound very glamorous, but when it comes to consulting, sure enough, you can have all this academic background, you can have all the plaques and the certificates on the wall. Here's my wall of qualifications. But if you're difficult to work with or you're high maintenance or you have an ego, then good luck consulting, because when it comes to consulting, it's about being dependable, it's about showing up and making sure that you do a great job. But it's not as easy as, you know, some of this like guru personal development stuff that we see online like this.
Here in my garage, just bought this new Lamborghini here. It's fun to drive up here in the Hollywood Hills. But you know what I like a lot more than materialistic things? Knowledge. In fact, I'm a lot more proud of these 7 new bookshelves that I had to get installed to hold 2,000 new books that I bought.
If only books were the answer to everything. Now, don't get me wrong, I've read quite a few hundred books over the last like 15 years or so, but far more important, it's about developing a high value skill that creates a change or a positive impact in a company. Now, it can be a change that that company clearly identifies that they want to make. For example, I've always done sales transformation. When companies have reached out to me and said, Pete, how can you help us? My simple response is that I don't just do sales training. What I do is I do sales consulting, and more specifically, sales transformation. That's how I've been able to take potentially a 2-day training course, and I've been able to sit down with countless companies over the years and say, do you want sales training or do you want to transform your sales results? Obviously, the answer that I get 99% of the time is that, well, we want to transform our sales results. And that's where the discussion then moves and leans in the direction of talking about consulting. My contracts are usually between 6 months to 2 years based upon that company. We normally start off with a 6-month contract with like almost like a 3-month break clause. We're like, let's just test this out, see how this goes for 3 months. But the consulting contract involves training. That's one of the interventions to improve sales. It also includes looking at their leadership, their strategy, their marketing plan, how they bring new leads into the business, and of course, how their salespeople communicate with their clients and how they actually performance manage as well. That's the skill set that I've developed, and I've had real life experience because for many years before I got into consulting, I managed in extremely commercial environments where I was managing sales teams and I was always looking at ways of improving their performance. So you get the idea, it's not all about having a formal or an academic qualification. The chances are that you may have a skill or for some particular problem that you can solve. I said this in a previous video, especially if you can solve an overlooked problem in a business. A lot of companies don't even realize that they're struggling with certain things. And if you can get known for that one thing, if you can get known to be a problem solver and you can create transformation in a business or profound change, that is going to take you than any individual who has an MBA or any individual who has a master's degree in whatever business degree they've studied. With all that said, it doesn't mean that, number one, that having an MBA isn't valuable. It's massively valuable, and maybe if I was to do my time again, who knows, that would be the route that I would take. Also, number two, it doesn't mean that you can go to the other extreme and just wing it. There's a specific reason why somebody is chosen to be a consultant. The first thing to remember is that, take for example, today, I'm consulting in London. I'm in the middle of 70 days of being fully booked with consulting gigs. I'm not saying this to impress you, I'm saying it to impress upon you. The question that I would ask, and that I'm asked regularly, is that how do I get so many days consulting? Well, the fact is, I don't get it because I got lucky. And maybe there's a little bit of luck in there, but predominantly it's the things I'm already saying in this video. But then also, I always bear in mind that today is a good example. Right, there's probably 500, 1,000, if not 10,000 potential or already working consultants that would love to have a gig like this. In my mind, I'm thinking, I don't want to be in that majority just, fitting in like Tetris where you disappear. I want to make sure that I stand out for the right reasons. So whatever type of consulting you want to do, make sure that you create your very own blue ocean. Stand out for the right reasons, make your competition irrelevant. And I'm going to save the rest of what I'm going to share with this in part 2 of how you can become a business consultant without any formal qualifications. I need to get back to training these guys, and then I'll see you on the train ride home. So cold. Look at this, my place turning into a jungle. You'll see what I mean. Look, there's trees out there, and then there's trees in here. And then there's Batman. All right, there it is, part 1 of how you can become a consultant without a formal education. Join me tomorrow. That's it. I'm going to keep these videos going. So let me know in your comments below. Let me know if you want to be a consultant or if you're already in the consulting game, and I'll see you in the next video.